the Ebremo and Ewie. Finally, Reverend Stephen Adom Kyei or the Achel Pakese Eddie Abba Eddie Akwakoma Ghana for any Ghana Police Service MTTU ni omo almost stakeholders omo here war a year 31st December 2025 traffic kesia e see ye ewo ye Accra Kumasi highway ne so ema na car ma finally amount for bona train na se papa ye invite no mo toto na no ne ade ema na ensem no se de na ebobo ba bi mu si oh omonto nsam frɛ no asori dan na wasi obon pata ne yentum because se asori foforo koso ho no ma another traffic beba any ade a lot of people were talking on all socials ema amount for do na de omonsem betu dwa sisi idea finally papa na Saba Bontea or de ensema tuja or Chressi idea or de a chopa kese e de magana for mo amoko car kwine so obi o ho ebi mo afekra na no mutu kwan ene ade ma traffic nti omo ntimi amedru nkran omo so okokuma asen so ntimi akwa ankodru ni ade enti o de a chopa ba nti quickly no yebekọ na yakwa akotie osofo ne nsem a o de tuja because o de obi a de e de ma no e pa obi a chew said the medical kind of be more no mu to kwan or more bank cry about the far plane at the 2 kwan any ade be mu see or more flight Emma e bi mu so or more fan room be mu ties papa yema e bi mu so hook or care drum because omu yi kwan no koto a chire baby see papa at the achol pa ba said the medical kind no a lot of people a drum be cry say oh IGP aton sa friend no e bi mu say police Ghana police MTTU omo ene ne nkasa emo ni ntina sensin konwa na omo hwe how best o metimi manage kwan no ne ade papa e de a chop abanti enko ne enko tie papa nsem o de to dwane esa masisi
Kumasi kwantempom monje kwan ba ko pei ena ye nyina nam so de ye ndri bia ye yo na traffic etumbechia for almost 2 days Wanga aircraft through one plane. Wanga one call one be a pet be a here. One monsieur how monsieur or ya monsieur mania after the Adom Makofaba. Obi wa hokura in so common de neda. Nehunya neda. Onye stranded da. And so 31st night ye chamwin it to me the so hard no bread and pimpin be bread. No kwasem men to mende me ho me de me ho she amania amanfo fa mo a praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Na de metumi aye de aboa me ho ane se me be patchew atem de dia e ko he ba nyina menye ne se Ghana ye tuma di obi atemo abro me atem de dia first basic 31st e basic first me amamfo edi me enso meje me mfomotom men said as I attend the dear no ankamenya me pamochel monfenchem.
Yes.
Social media so one man na efre abancheme yanya me say me pamonya na chel monfenchem enya boapa monfenchem.
Inti Reverend Stephen Adom Kyei Sem Believers Worship Center the odano ne nsem o de to dwano na o de achew pa ba wa pa obi achew se mo fa nche no especially yen ane ye taka se o mo nto nsamfa mfre no social media fo na mo se ye nto nsamfa mfre no ne ade o de achew pa ba na ne nsem o no sa e kan mu ebi ne se o mo ho ko ahohiahia mu wo kwan ne so no o de ne ho e hye mo mpaboa mu no hu hawa frustration amu come because me gidi se besi nei 3 weeks afterwards ebesi the same way still now some people omo feel aha omo kwa ahihie mo kwan so ti ono so se ebesi ne onyi ne hu free mu ode ne hu hye mu bi feel pain na mu nyina mu go through mo a mo hwere mo niema was enka mo ye ebi mo appointment or mo miss ye because of traffic ni nyina was mo mfa enche no ewo ho na nye bo apayo kwan no se de esitie no na hu akohia se omo be fa so no saa na ebeba mo a mokofo anwure mo a mo tie pipe ye ni nyina so papa ese mo mfa nche no se ubetimi ano afre papa bi a obeboa no atotai ne nyina ewo ho nti Reverend Stephen Adom Kyei e de achopa ba e de bisusu akwa ban penifo mo anamo frɛ President John Dramani Mahama to call the man to order ni nyina or the achopa akɔ de ama aban penifo IGP and MTTU National Road Safety Authority mu nyina osofo e de achopa akɔ e de amamo ewo ho no ma asese e de ye tie the response afterwards and someone ebesa akoso ewo abonten mu a na mo call for the arrest na story penifo ni ade ni nyina omo call for the arrest and you heard the update ebe free mu e de about the response from President John Dramani Mahama, the response from MTTU, the response from National Road Safety Authority, Ghana Highways mu nyina response ebe free ho e de aba no ye hwene ade akyeni hu how best mo be respond because the response should include how the management of that particular section of the Accra Kumasi highway how best you'll be able to manage it because Easter is around the corner. Papa's when we are sorry here, bompata. And the response should include all of these things because you say, quite only your major road Ghana has say, and see how best are we going to be able to manage our traffic in Ebesaba because sorry ni the enya dan ebi esa akoso ho enti yen ani ekasa omo so na omo to be e de call Believers City and as a Believers Worship Center sorry any sorry penning for no you heard the response because you see also musim konwa ehihia mo betimi the regulations ato akwan mu omo be plow that particular road no omo be how best they can manage their vehicles how best they can manage their time other routes are mobetimi created ama sa particular section no said be yon ba avoid that traffic no and also ehun ebehia ewo ho nti ebehwe how best response no enso ebetimi afri mu aba ewo ehonom Believers Worship Center Reverend Stephen Adom Kyei the response or the buy no ebehwe how best amanfo besom ewo honom eti finally osofo e de achopa e de aba ade akọ ade amagana fo nyina ne mo amoho ekoka adwam ewo Accra Kumasi Highway 31st January 31st December 2025 watch night and I say all night 31st night ekọ so this traffic by no achopa kese na aba ewo honom ye betwa ensem ne so na ye de amamo Ghana has say kasa dodo na ye kire ewo school mu no na amanfo dodo na ye kasa about it because when say okọ region bia obia ewo ne dia ye kire but there are some particular languages na it cuts across section bia na say region bia schools no na omo kire sa languages no ewo ho na finally a hunter language no so ya ba be ka ho asese the orthography of yes akasano Ghana Education Service and as a Ghana languages omo agya to mo se de betimi akase omo eba be start akire a hunter language no ewo schools no yakase the orthography of a language and say how o say yetimi kasa bi wo ho aye ka ba ye nkire but se a hunter language no abaye kasa wutimi ka na watimi so asanso akire yenim say akan and I say yem fa na akan kasa na ngasa omo kire ewo school mu dada fanten so akuapim twi enso so wo ho obankra ha say ya omo kire gan ewo school ni nyina ne say Ghana language is omo age or the orthography of kasa no ne symbols ne ntwe ABCD na danieni ema ne koye language no omo age atomu sese no omo age ahanta kasa no so de enso so e de atoma hanta de nim say western region some part of Kaswa omo eka takrade for nso so efa bi eka aye ahanta kasa no ejisese idea finally ye betimi ehu ahanta se ebe ya kasa ye kire ewo ye sukumu ewo Ghana ha na omo the release aba Ghana languages omo the release aba ye be go through the amamu na mo how omo eje ahanta language ni tum se ye nkire ye fanka ye curriculum ne ho na ye nkire nkora no wo school mu na we ene wo school ni so no Bureau of Ghana Languages omo release omo de baye ena ye de mamo no o say we the member of parliament Ahanta West constituency we takrade o say scrutiny and endorsement of the Ahanta language orthography for use in educational institutions. Also, we acknowledge receipt of your paper on the Ahanta language orthography. Following a thorough review, a 3-member team was constituted to assess the work and achievements of the Ahanta language project committee, ALPC, particularly regarding the implementation of use of the developed orthography. Now, yes, omo ensaka the orthography ni ABCD. Yashishare ewo krata so a kire sese e betimi akeka letters no abom ade aforme word ewo Ahanta language num amana ye de aforme word ye gina so de aforme sentence and ase kasamu ewo Ahanta language num sese omo age atumti omo enso so ensa ka paper ni bi ye to also say the team accompanied by the basic schools coordinator of the Ahanta West Municipal Education Office and the coordinator of the pilot project of Ahanta language teaching, conducted field visits to schools involved in the pilot program. Interactions were held with teachers, learners, parents, traditional leaders, opinion leaders, church leaders, and elders to verify the use and progress of the orthography. Not just say almost start a pilot program, almost start say almost swashe say yechira kwan be so na betimi afa aboa adesuafo ewo school den mu nti omo engage traditional leaders ahemfo ye nananom opinion leaders omo ka bi ewom ewo communities nim sorry eni anim efo and as religious leaders any omo hu hia ewo Ahanta language num in the Ahanta community the omo nyina baaye omo nyina they engage them ewo pilot program no and I said they no mo so ahwese ombetimi akire amana yeye ewo school mu key findings in all indicating after the piloting no again no mu ye with the orthography no mu no again no mu ye one almost say the orthography meets required standards. That is a required standards orthography ayama akan yayama akwapimtwi yayama ga kasa no ene mfante kasa na ye kire no ye de aye translations ewo books mu no omu ehu se Ahanta de no omaye no emiti standard it is of high standard. The point you know so the pilot program has yielded positive results. There's a the almost so here no amomo results positive results. Teachers, learners and parents are enthusiastic about formal indigenous language learning. And you see any ho say Ahanta for finally omo kasa no ye ba be gia tumni a kire ewo sukuu mu. Also traditional leaders are eager for Ahanta language instruction across Ahanta land. Enti ye jitumu wi aye ni said ye ga most especially in crime schools and omuta isua no Ahanta for nso so omu schools dodo na ebe start so no masua eye Ahanta kasa no ewo ho ansa na other regions omu be consider to also omu so be fa no mo akire omu enkra ewo eho no nti also traditional leaders are eager for Ahanta language instruction across Ahanta land ti ye be mana koso kakra ne atoa so de amamo enti traditional leaders omu Ahanta land no western region takrade ho ne omu wo kaso kakra omu so omu Cape Coast Elmina epia de akoma kopie eye takrade no omu so eni age ewo honum. Also in the light of these findings, we officially endorse the use of the Ahanta language orthography in schools on Ahanta land and for the development of learning materials. And you say, Ghana Bureau of Languages, Omaji Atum say, Ahanta Western region. Omo wetimi akyerɛ Ahanta kasa no na omo asan so their year translations into other learning materials are yebe yusu ewo Western region, especially omo kasa Ahanta kasa no. I'll say so yeah, I'll say this endorsement I'll say this endorsement is a crucial step towards making a Ahanta language examinable at basic education and senior high school levels. Now, say exams betimi aba BECE. Said ya enkrafo twa ga e wo BECE. Ebi mo twa akan e wo BECE. Ebi mo so twa eye akwapim twi no. Saa na Ahanta land. Omo so ebenya eye Ahanta kasa no in their basic schools. To be examinable, you best set questions wo ho ama omo atwere no as a separate paper. Ewo basic schools any senior high school level. And now osa etwa so said the Bureau is prepared to certify materials developed using the orthography for these purposes. Please accept my congratulations. Ebenezer Ahiato Esquire, Executive Director for Ghana Bureau of Languages. And see, almost say, "Omo ready? Omo be omo apuna to say learning material bia ye de beba Bureau of Ghana Languages. Omo epono so say omo enyintum ya twe wa Ahanta kasemu no. They are ready to endorse it. Omo are ready. Omo ho ahobra se omo beje sa enkrata no na learning materials na tum na ye de ababa be ye adwuma ewo Ghana ha se ye nim say Ahanta for na kasa omo nchi every Bono region Techiman side ho and omo ba ya omo movie ye migrate free honom at the coastal areas of Ghana purposely, and I said precisely a western region. And see modern day Techiman a hono muna omo bo omo ho ano efri omo di bepiem ewo ebi mu bepiem wo Takrade the coastal area ewo Takrade side and ebi mu so ewo Kaswa ano honom kakra dodo na so wo honom a omo ka Ahanta kasa no. And see abeya ni gisem ewo Ahanta land ama esisi esukufo ene the indigenous people omo wo Ahanta land no omo eni age sesi finally omo kasa no so ye beji atum na ya kire wo suku mu de ama enkra ne nyina ati omu krom kasa ombetimi agina ba bia kasa de omu say omu say yes, we are also from the Ahanta land. So this is the update coming from the Ghana Bureau of Languages. Omaji Ahanta kasa na tum se bechere ewu school mu, and it will become examinable in our schools, basic schools and then senior high schools. Yeah, twaso na yeah the updates no the amamo. But then this particular kasa ya atum no abeye ni jesem, because a lot of people were talking about the fact that ye pekasa ye betimi ajatum ewo Ghana. Now most of the languages, most of them are rocking shoulders. Enche ye bia ne beti akwaba ne obake ewo Ghana ha se ye beye ensem bebre. And the indigenous people have to understand the origin of their language, the orthography of their language, and how best they can be able to form correct sentences. Na ye bisa ukro mukasa ho asem, because ebia enche ye kosi airport bi wa Hantaland, and I say a resource center, and I say a tourist center bi ko piem wa Hantaland ho ye be hia say ye de omo orthography say ye hye omo kasa no ebetimi atwere ebia welcome ewo honom no omo soso ayeden age atum ye nyina giri ye say ebia tetemmu a akwa baba ya ye titum no ebia na that time na ye nya a correct orthography for the Ghana language eno ka ho bi na utimi spell akwa ba ema ne ye in akana ema no ekoji din ema asese no akwa ba no na it is used everywhere. But see Ahanta from so dear ya to me, and also a different side of it cry. A bit me out poor almost so a drew maybe nesse tourist attraction and I sent to be PM almost bet me a so na omo akasa yen use omo language because so spell ya kwaba ewo Ahanta kasa anymore ye almost bet me a so na omo de apre a din edi ama omo kasa no ewo honom. Yet was so na the update no amamwa ye call Prez Legon omodi release biaba. And they say now what you money who says wa am here or the din komo bi na we me gonna say behind the scenes, and I said you kind of saying BTS. Yes, behind the scenes in Komobia no mudi studio acquire some argument be as a fan in Komobisa. And no, they in too, Jana. Amount for tea and people were digesting. Say, we as the fun part of it. As a no mudi grow and Esaka but any say or say. Or here precisely gonna or there no mo ye ho honom na sebi gay some edodona ekoso ewo honom enti that is what yes wa me here as okokan say wo mo de say no anu munim agroso and on ne nkofo ana so mo twa no ho ahia makeup fo ne mo mbe mic no ne ade omudi nkomo na ekofiri na no ene bae na e bae ne a lot of people were dragging sewa Esquire private legal practitioner, CCA, she's been called to the bar. A lot of people are more dragging because when we feel such a personality in the media personality, so kasa about the fact that she's a lawyer, she an insembi or bekebiano, a career weight. Any day, and then assembly say echo piano. And this came out when she was on her live, no, her live. You know, they say her live, no. Oh yeah, no, her because I'm on for recorded at 2. Enti owie ya na ehu se amanfo post se wakoka se precisely gone there omoba national science and mass quiz cry there na hu omujo no mo ye omonsa ne style bi as again sensem oba be ma bi sa na se be ma oba bi sa ene ade enti we na precisely gone omu enso ensa ka video ni bia omudi release kese aba so we'll go through the release here. So what me here nankasa so ade nsema ba betudwa on this particular one no ye de no so video be ma no ma hwe but first of all you here Presbyterian Boys Secondary School omo release omo so ade aba on this particular issue no ene de mamu no was a statement on comments by Miss Sewa Amihie Esquire or say the management of Presbyterian Boys Senior High School precisely gonna has taken serious note of a statement attributed to Miss Sewa Amihie Esquire, a lawyer and medical personality, in which she described Presec as a breeding ground for homosexuals. And she almost saka yes, our videos now circulating and the comments and as the base comments of that particular video and they say precisely gone is a breeding ground for homosexuals. I say management unequivocally condemns this statement. It is false, reckless, and deeply offensive. It constitutes an irresponsible generalism that maligns our students, undermines the integrity of our institution, and seeks to attach a stigma to a school with a proud legacy of discipline, excellence, and moral formation. As a seminar, as a one me here, it will form some form of a stigma, as a some kind of a movie. See, and so oh, school a precisely go be who I want to say, oh, we can give for no sebi, we also can give for no, and this animal, and you forming some kind of stigma. You ankasa ebetimi abadi ama presec school for now mo ko school oni mo wie school empo. Also Presbyterian Boys Senior High School is a Presbyterian mission institution founded and governed on firm Christian values for over 8 decades. Presec has been dedicated to academic excellence, character development, discipline, leadership, and the moral upbringing of young men in accordance with the doctrines of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana and the laws of the Republic of Ghana. Any assertion to the contrary is a gross misrepresentation of who we are and what we stand for. And yes, Presbyterian school no almost 3 years and as almost started say Presby sorry na ACC school no in fear and as 8 decades na say in fear dio watwe abetwam and almost started yes almost ACC schools are almost senior high school CC do na friend Presec Legon Presec Osu Presec baby and Legon Tiano and agidin because of the academic excellence. We all can attest to that. And he also almost school no titi pa Christosom Ashem Kranimu omo de Ghana mra no so Ashem Kranimu omo hu say we ade a we ya ye ji utum se Ghana ni na mum we de we ya bone a omo de ani nyina ka ho e wo honom enti eno every Presec Legon for say Presec record a record speaks for itself. The school has consistently distinguished itself as one of Ghana's leading secondary institutions, producing generations of men of character who serve society with honor across academia, public service, science, business, faith, and civic life. Our sustained academic achievements, including repeated success at the National Science and Math Quiz, reflect a culture of intellectual rigor, discipline, teamwork, confidence, and responsible leadership, not the defamatory narrative being circulated. Omaka National Science and Math Quiz ho asem a ekire say yes indeed so omo kotena se na omo kom hu boma ekire teamwork, discipline omo de ahye nkra ne mu yehu omo wo beebi a okọ eye emremu a obehu presec ni wo ho okọ asofudie mu a obehu presec ni wo ho okọ kontabuo mu a obehu presec ni wo ho okọ amamu mu a obehu presec ni wo ho eno ene eye ntete a omde ama omoma na enu nti etimi ama omo etimi agina abrane abesi sesemri no enti omo kire se eniema circulate no enkire eye anama omutu ewo mu school mu ho enti presec for ene omo eniema omo ye no kire se yes indeed they are omo eye a lot of teamwork ewo honum edeboa eye omo school for no. So statements of this nature are not only inaccurate, they are harmful, they are unfairly labeled and expose young students to ridicule, prejudice, and emotional harm, while attempting to erode the hard-earned reputation of an institution that has contributed immensely to national development. PRESEC will not accept or normalize such characterizations. And now, and some of my edia form hono as a school no omo be start yes yo mo atwetwe omo betwetwe school no na as ensemo a enimu emfa school no hono amanfo be start adwene ho se ho de okọ asey na tie o okọ hono ma asey na tie o na enso so enye sa na tie. Management thanks parents, alumni, students, and their wider Ghanaian public for their continued confidence and trust in Presbyterian Boys High School. We assure all stakeholders that the school remains steadfast in upholding its values, protecting the dignity of its students, and sustaining their standards of excellence and character formation for which PRESEC is known. PRESEC will continue to focus on its core mandate, delivering quality education, enforcing discipline, shaping character, and preparing young men to become principled leaders and responsible citizens. Signed, Management Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, PRESEC Legon. And this is here, you know, omo ensema betuja. See the last part, you know, omo da awofo na se omo school ewo honum. School for currently in prempren omo ewo school mu and Ghana for nyina se mapoa ama Presbyterian Boys Senior High School PRESEC Legon ejina brane abesi sesemri na omo ehye mo boss omo beto aso akura omo ejidie mu as Presby School ombe koso ejina anase akura ye Ghana amamrani mu edi aboa ama school no omde ombe firi ho aba nyina ebeye omo a odi omo ye bibi wo society no mu a ye se de etie dada efie edio wotwe echi enie no ombeto aso aye ne saa ama no aboa ama ayeye ewo honom omo sanso kire se Ghana Education Service omo standards omo seti edi ama omo ni nyina ombekoso na omo ekuremu ye ewo ho se de be ya omo de nkra no ba abonte a they can serve and serve the society very very well. Presby ye free omo ensem ne so na ya to aso na yakọ eye AFCON 2025 eba na wie ye eye enra na enra ensem a ekoso ewo eye Morocco Rabat na eye meka ne se eye one arehosam ye nimguasesem esa ye a team a omo kire say yes omo eye very solid. The Teranga Lions of Senegal omo image and as omo di nkunim as the African champions 2025 enti eno ena wo screens ne so a wo hwe bi no Sadio Mane ekuta eye cap na ne mfefo omo apagya no na ensem wo course before e be sorry no Brahim Diaz penalty a boy e manfo dodo na kire say penalty na branch ne boy no na eye calculated. First of all, manfo feel say Senegal for cap omo giye how omo sister omo ho and walked off the pitch eye ade omo planning, it was planned. Omo share them who say bibi say ebetimi asi wo park na so na say sia ye be sesa ye ho ne free park na so ne akọ dressing room say match no ye nto aso bio. So people feel say one walk off as Senegal players omu free park and so it was planned. Secondly, Ebimuso said there's a conspiracy theory behind Ibrahim Diaz penalty or boy first of all, young Korean share how Senegalese team no omo celebrate omo cap no omo G no anyway screens no how Sadio Mane people are calling say Yamwa Brandt number so because he stood in and made sure say match no ebe so in as much as say niema be brace see your park no so ebi si da ewo Afcon abako semu no bibi say NC ye da say ye bo match Afcon final yeah, but not players see ya born ye mobile because omu feel said they've been cheated. It's born omu mobile. Abakosem kesiye see ye enrada ewo rabata. Some people, a lot of people are calling it very shameful. I see ye on the side of a referee which mu edi match no and how or officiating match na do na omu any enshada enye hunti. You're going to hear how Senegal team no omu celebrate ye after say ye de crew no share omu sa na yemra ye ba ye beto so de amam Ibrahim Diaz de ni na to so ye de be ma mo hunti. You're going to yemra sisi. All right, enti yen to so na said ye hear match no enra said ye BBSC ye no. The fans were bullied. Ebi mo hu ni say they were manhandled by the Moroccan police. Omo no more field no so omo say law and order will be maintained no. Edru no bi ye hu say bi mo pagya nkonwa no omo toko police for no so na mo so afa nkonwa na bi mo de omo baton ni ade de bobo some of the supporters ni ade ebi mo feel say yes this is fans omo ba Morocco to collect and I say so omo ba so beje cap no e de akọ back to Dakar Senegal. Enti yen ko hwe how omo handle Senegal supporters are no more stadium honum ni emra ye ba era beto so e de said the Okohe, no, it was between when you're fans to fans, where you're fans to officials, and as a police for a more stadium or more share some bebo buying na bibia AC Ewo Park and so. Senegal fans and they no money prepare say. Players no show park and so no more so show stance in so penny and my NCC or more ent now and Shema Morocco for NCC or Monty. I'm going to hear another side of fans no how they were trying to resist Moroccan police no or more handling and no more manhandle or mononia Samra CCA. right, and that was another angle I could share how the fans of Senegal, the Teranga Lions, no money break say players ne year park no so no so year was stance no more train Emma Obia NCC omo ewo ehonoma yesanso who say some of the players too on the bench hono so na ebimu enso so pepe omo ho ne ade some section of the team now they were trying to calm nerves down the other side of the team so no money brain so omo so omo ntwen ekra na ye NCC omo na omo wie ye no papetiao Senegal omo coach na bibia akọ so anase ye gi penalty ana omo hu ne se emfa kwan mu editia omo no emu hu ne se all that players ne so omo fi park ne so na omo ko dressing room ko show matade na omo ko fie na it took Sadio Mane na otimi call ya okofrefre players ne se mo samra back na ye metwa so over 10 minutes na still na ye patch say players in samra ema amount for dodo na Sise ebeka bi ema another coach Ghana coach yi kra no wo so Claude Leran so ko ka bi je go time Sadio Mane free players so mo samra back to the field near Samra Sise.
Edouard Mendy is a great penalty shot stopper. He's a phenomenal goalkeeper. That's Sadio Mane, the man who's got 20 goal contributions across 29 starts at an Africa Cup of Nations, 11 goals, 9 assists, and a man who has started more Africa Cup of Nations games than any other. Pape Thiaw is telling his players to get back onto the park.
Oh, Sadio Mane started. Sadio Mane asked the players to come back onto the pitch.
And that's leadership.
That's leadership, and not... Sometimes you don't necessarily have to wear the captain's band to be a leader, and that's what is shown here.
Edouard Mendy is a great penalty.
And see, that was Sadio Mane time or sa friend, ni teammates no na obi mo akọ dressing room obi mo kra ro mo boot dada se match na de omo ento aso nti Sadio Mane and a frefre omo a ofre omo nyina sa back to the field match no eto aso ma penalty miss ba ma Senegal to aso ekọ she goal a omo etimi ejeje cap no na CAF de ensemo aba betudwa na ensema omde abetu dwa no emu orem kakra because sisi ayi no o se CAF nyina obi aside na ebobo ba ya se CAF pese Morocco for geni ade ba ensema CAF de abetu dwa no em say omo condemn enema esiye wo park no so on the side of the fans, the officials omo mudi match no ni obi a nti yenko tie mu nsem kakra na yemra sisi ye ba beto aso de amamo.
Some breaking news showing a statement from the Confederation of African Football about last night's AFCON final between Morocco and Senegal, which Senegal went on to win. It says the Confederation of African Football condemns the unacceptable behaviour of some players and officials during the Africa Cup of Nations final between Morocco and Senegal in Rabat last night. CAF strongly condemns any inappropriate behaviour which occurs during matches, especially those targeting the refereeing team or match organisers. CAF is reviewing all footage and will refer the matter to competent bodies for appropriate action to be taken against those found guilty. Any more on that story and we will bring it to you.
CAF omo akondeme ensemo ekoso enrada ewo Rabat ma players officials and fans omo nyina ekabo mu a ekoye de ne mentime ho ase ma over 10 minutes halt of a football final, a big tournament to say AFCON na final ya pause because ya penalty ama players and officials omo nti ase. CAF ababe condemn. This is breaking because people felt say CAF is always at the back of Morocco, but see omo ba no omo asanso set up investigations. Any footages are a course ni nyina videos, pictures, any amount for mo to nua na ebi mo to nkonwa ne ade ni nyina CAF say omo review footages no na wa ohu bom mo bia sanction ebeko ewo honom de ama wo enti ye be toaso na ye bo AFCON no ye nyina nim say Senegalese nyumtuni a ofri Senegal ewo honom but ye hwe we so ewo ha on your screens Edouard Mendy ono na enra oche eye penalty sa panenka penalty no that was not the first time omo abobi akọ so and your boss a penalty ni we ya na English Premier League omo so edi omo video omo wo ede beto ho na any or say a laser was spotted being pointed at Senegal goalkeeper Edouard Mendy during the AFCON match against Morocco. And see, and also another thing. Of course, say North Africans they are good at that. They will start using lasers, lights normally to 20. Say the baby are born and I then flash any bakwa. No, and why you blue, green. Now baby and see they are fond of that. 10 bi a obekọ omo site so okobo bia no omo etai eyesa enti ni nyina ye ede ka ho CAF omo review ni nyina etai koso ewo eye North African countries ye kai Senegal call Egypt ewo 2022 before the World Cup no koso bebre WAFCON AFCON aye bo ewo Morocco ni North Africa the same thing say bo against North African country prepare yourself say ube meet laces ewo honum a see akran them say e was some use spectacles ewo honum enti ano so ya dia CAF is looking into sa laces ya no mototo ewo park no so ewo honum. And on your screen say goalkeeper, Senegalese goalkeeper Edouard Mendy. Omode laser ibi to told ni ewo honoma na ema abranti no hu hwe edru maybe ne tawo kra no yusu no. Omode bi Stanley Wabali Nigeria keeper ewo honom because ono so de ne tawo begu ho na a lot of eniema ekoso. Ebi mu hu ne say Morocco fond they are not welcoming. Omo Canada said they are not part of Africa. Any ade enti people were happy with a year and near Senegal for done a deal park and so and run because it took one player. I know Boma Senegal no kojina ponechi say omo me fat tower no enfem free Edouard Mendy ponechi because or the beto na boys na koyi or the beto na fans na ba be ye free ho edunu bi ma Hakimi kra so kofa tower ni bi etugu fans nim e mo sa kofa bai enti honom the intimidation e koso our North African countries no okobobo ho it is something CAF also mo hwehwe mo ni bre sesi omo set up committee no I review footages and pictures one after the other no we so kan eye niam also mo hwe na omo eka eho ensem no bi ewo ehonom eti Edouard Mendy so eje ne fair share ewo honom medinka bo eye Senegal nyumtuni Akon ewo ehonom a ono so kopiem ewo AFCON ase oma Senegal team no show mo bo se meka mo ho efri ahyase edikosi awieye oben Sadio Mane eka sansem we egu na sum kire ne se minim se me wo ha na meka mo ho akosi se mo beji cap no ebewie ampa nso so Senegal to aso ekoje eye AFCON no sesi they are the world champions ewo ehonum ejian kwenye tie time a eye Akon eko hage Sadio Mane na oka kire ne say I'm part of you and as I'm with you till the end of the tournament.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good, man.
How are you doing?
Don't worry, good game.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm here till you win. I'm not going nowhere. Inshallah. Trust me, I'm here. Inshallah. You too, man. Thank you, man.
Yes, so that was a year Akon. And so ensen semwa ode ekoto Sadio Mane nim na ye toaso na ye dia mamo se it is heated in the new patriotic party and saying se say ye nya NDC ni bia oya movie aba NPP because as a niema Kevin Taylor the supporting Kennedy or hine Japan no kamia kwa koye se o ye jai NDC aba NPP anisa and saying or the abeto dwa say 31st January election aye ba be kono omo hwe omo hu yie na omo mpese omo be hu se nwiamu bi akoso na omo nim especially to the camp of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the boys omo hwe yie na omo anhwe abato no mu hwe mu a omo ne omo de yenko tie Kevin Taylor ne nsem odi tudwa but before that no ye nyina enim se Kevin Taylor asa wa switch camp enka obi a wo hwe senka MPP wo senka be hwa se MPP begu was on betena opposition over 42 years on that opposition no say em say ono na gina mu choose candidate e dey ama the new patriotic party because we're free NDC sesi o kan nsem edema Kennedy ohene akompre ko Japan e kire se sa papa no ono very strategic ono ne nsem a okeka Kennedy ohene Japan according to Kevin Taylor nsem a Kennedy ohene Japan ekeka no ono ni the best candidate NPP ebetim de na kwa 2028 election a obetimi ewini because on tiasie se still na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ginam se chinchina opese oba no be flag bearer de ma no yenko tie warning kese a Kevin Taylor de akoma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene ne campaign team no ne emra sese. Yes, you better go hear video no na said na make no warning kese because omo hu ne say 2024 de no omo ne nam hu kokwasa saa ena chinchim Kennedy ohene Japan sa edema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na sisi call 2024 elections ye hu ntwa NPP for di no ono hu ne say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia betimi akọ ade enkunima ma NPP ne yanko tie ne warning no ne ensamra sisi
mu wiaye ade bi ade beye mo no me say akompre kwa na yepe mo de munya mistake na monka se day of election mu bewiem. I want to say any compare kofo because my imagine say bewiem oh mo de former appointees abegum mo na appointee bi kan ye na e be kire we be say mo de mo ye mema Bawumia ne nkwara no Samira ne nkwara no mo de mo na mo se mo wie sike nyina mo ye okay mo de mo famra election day ho na mo behu showdown mo papa bo je say de bia na betuma twi nipa afa so de bia na mo betumi etietie nipa fa ari hudie so alankojo chairman compete mu na mo pai the candidate ne supervisor ne representative ni mo pai ni to alankojo chairman he did not say anything mu wie ye na mo didi na tem alan otwe ne ho din na ne wate ne party na ya ne akompre kofo mo de monya ma adwene se mo bewie mu wi ni free and fair ye nka bibia na mo de oya bema wo MPP mo so executive ye bewiem na ya sa be wi ni executive no de oya bema na o wiem. May I know the NPP will stay in opposition for 42 years, it's a fact, but I want free fair elections in the NPP and nobody can steal the elections. Obieni wo bewiem akompre ko Japan enso compete and he deserves every right to make sure the elections it is free and fair. Nobody can tilt the scale.
And see, nobody can tilt the scale, and nobody should tilt the scale. Said the mother year, Alan Kojo Martin man ye ya kote ni party no, or say enye no bi na o somebody ye Kennedy or Hene Japan. You know the one in kesiye ena ode Emma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni team. Any election committee ni nyina ombe about 31st January 2026. Na Kevin Taylor ya ena MPP for a start ya omo so airborne echi because omo hu ni say someone and as obi a ogina mu ka say ono be make sure say MPP be gu before 2028 the na MPP egu no ene ono ankasa na ese gina mu select candidate e dey ama the New Patriotic Party say the be di ka kan because enyina enim say why na work NPP mu a Kevin Taylor kan asem omu nyina sebe eto do otimi kan sem bi kire omu say sebe omu kra de sebe adwene kra ni omu trim wajidi MPP for atema free soro e de abesi form no na asem no so no ka on to sebe enti why no ni di na atema ene Kevin Taylor ne hunu ne say onu na betimi ayi candidate e de ama the New Patriotic Party enti enye say ye kwa ba NPP ni NDC NPP pe flag bearer na say NDC ni be kire say wei ena ne hu hia na momfa ne kwa na kire say omu MPP for no hu ne say wei na NPP NDC for hu ne say wei na MPP for de ne bom betimi awini na before that no ye hwe sa eye particular post we say supporter Kevin Taylor e de ama Kennedy or Hene Japan no o si free na ya kosi 31st January 2 weeks aka ye de beto aba no campaign bia new Kennedy or Hene Japan be ye no ono be broadcasting live ewo ni TV station na Loud Silence Television and ase ho no ti no na wo screens no so na wo hu ho no say all other live broadcast of Japan's campaign as flag bearer will be live on Loud Silence Television. Yenhwe ade wo ha nti no ene wo hon we Kevin Taylor o kire se e campaign to so bia no obeye na osanso hye Kennedy Japan ni poster oye ensem bia Kennedy Japan beka se oba power anasa oba be di New Patriotic Party n'animu a obeye ni nyina Kevin Taylor sa hye a wo hu se se no se wabeye campaign spokesperson de ama Kennedy Japan sa na bi mu hu no because wo hwe ha Kennedy Japan type anasa o posti se unveiling PhD politics as patriotism, honesty, and discipline. The Kennedy Japan doctrine. We na a live show na Kennedy Japan as a live program at Kennedy a compare Japan. Ya na otre how of the dynamism or the ba a political scene. Even say a bet to Obama as flag bearer NPP no. First of all, loud silence. Omo streaming ye omo platform so enti omo kan ye omo edi so enti se ye hon so aba be ye a hub for Kennedy Japan the campaign messages and the Kevin Taylor working for Kennedy Akompreko Japan na ye free way so a ye be ko NPP for na omo hu ne se ensem a Kevin Taylor kan nyina kire se omo hu ne se oye NDC ni ono na kire candidate the opposition NPP party omo fa ne mra abato no kire se omo hu ne se Kennedy ohene Japan no betimi no tese ono de omo de ne ba 2028 and no matter candidate NDC for de ne beba omo betimi no na emom so omo de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba omo hu ne se he's a known face wakobida he knows the cronies and crannies of campaigning to become a president enti no de ono ba dia na ese ono no betimi awini enti Kevin Taylor a strategic move and oya ebi mu hu ne se omo oka de boa NPP for ne honorable Kennedy Akompreko Japan na omo NPP for no omo send the warning especially NPP for more Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia side send a strong warning to NPP for more Kennedy or Japan side because sa team no almost social media no almost was started almost share Kevin Taylor and some wakafa Kennedy Japan no almost share they are happy second Kevin Taylor started campaign the Kennedy Japan and this NDC for cry who say we no mo fa nemra ene na no kre e say de Kennedy or Japan echo warning every Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia side akodi ama Kennedy or Japan side omo share Kevin Taylor and ema o share about Kennedy Japan yenko tie from ohene be sie du ho na yenzamra sisi
wana ye NPP ni a Kevin Taylor ni na tem e party from otumfo so eba asofo nananom
titire bia
party for mpanifo obia
ma
anything MPP chese a bon say the sebe a bon obi no and we have gotten to the point that and that year onu wetimanya kudura be kase and I am surprised can get to digital for so no share that post na ye omo de
eni aje
say 2 weeks aka no can Japan campaign obey nyina no onu be streaming live e won the page TV one hey you see and even go on more you don't have to wait for us to come and tell you
asana what I say
and this MPP ko to aba
kefa ho be
the MPP be ka say NDC nyini bia no MPP fee say on a week and so the NDC so be ka say MPP nyini bia no and to NDC for no on a week
umbetimi
no aboni yemu yiye
ene e dey na sesa all of a sudden
na de onu momuna
Kevin Taylor ena ebo Kennedy Japan ho dawru
kokwa na nsese
chrese
wa hefom
and you see I'm gonna hear you know
time am about to be new so mo abetina original mo na mo ye campaign
se mo wani ana ho no mo a eni ma be ye musisi
agro be di yen
okay
fa say rapture
am niema be ye musisi ni
hey ayo
okay
na we will say wow and just listen to radio, just listen to TV your TV radio said there all of a sudden this for us here dikere Japan ho adanse asema bako radio so a oh yeah discussion na emfa ho kra okonwa asem na rebesi MPP primaries mu
All other live broadcasts of Ken Japan's campaign as flag bearer will be live on LSTV, Loud Silence TV. Kevin Taylor. Now, who are you here? So we are police station now. Go 12 hours. So you me show. Makano hanu debia say you 2 be wie me nka say obi afa kwambone so edi Ghana ska memra ne ni. But nobody under the sun on this planet Earth can convince me say wo mo aban no frefre wo mu no former appointees no omo nko na wo say nke frefre wo mu. But I feel within me said there has been some backstage negotiations. And this uncle will come and do the assignment. Yabo much was on mayor MPP. Don't baba ye?
Yes.
On baba ye? It's a police station ni. We a letter area coordinator. Former constituency executives, constituency executives currently, regional executives, national. Like myself. Una dear way ya. Somebody who I disagree with him, but was able to call Honorable Kejapon a murderer, which I disagree. I know the engine correct. And ne plekupe or no sorry.
So bekebi ama.
Say NPP primaries are urban.
Yeah, na ekoso.
Okoye campaign. Na in the bidea na esia Kevin Taylor na ebe chere MPP for.
The omonkonko yi no.
Yeah, man ni anim as a candidate.
Meanwhile, we didn't can cast up so go NPP.
Na owia wa betra radio so aka say oniminya say the party for nyina because ono na etu yefo am ye kotusu a leader.
Somebody
who has already said, say, Obegu MPP. We just for another going to be so they don't have what even it takes. So Obegu MPP.
I just said this.
The design is Obegu MPP. And then, on never two for.
Share Juma.
Set mon for the past was in Medi with him.
Over the cray.
And never for an MPP for, and this for Babaka for Dr. Bamian winning. As a gun of 1 tea. Omakwa pim omakosi. Makacho say abeya ye beto ntimi. Dr. Bawumia na mwa no.
All right, yeah, twas so na yeah the updates no abremo yeah caught Dakuman and robbery BSC ewo ho ama taxi driver bi wababa be ye hero. And it said Momo vendor bi a what Dakuman ena and robbers omo ekoto share na so say omo ekwakwa wia no ema omo etimi wia 7,700 Ghana cedis e di a free Momo vendor no ho na mom on your screens a taxi driver otimi ede ne taxi HC akromfo yi ede ne taxi no ko bo mo to forma yenye emu ba akoche no ono ene wo screens ne so no amanfo ede omo nsa ekeka ne kakra ansa na nyame nchade okopiem e police station etiwei abeye eniji sempa e wo hono a amanfo bo taxi driver na baso because enye ne swift actions na nka ye nya eye kromfo yi anasa akromfo yi mu bikra enche no e wo ho se na medika kan ne ba akode wanya ede ne ho akenwura e wo e hono a akwa ye eye eniji semenka na sa wo hono se yetimi ama ye sa aka eye sa eye akromfo mienu yi e wo ho enti on your screens. A taxi driver's swift action stopped an armed robbery at Dakuman after he rammed into two suspects who had attacked the Momo vendor and stolen 7,700 Ghana cedis. And I just say taxi driver no ni heroic actions and a boy ema yetimi enya two suspects yenyemu baako. Also one robber escaped while the other was caught. Screens. So this taxi driver's car is damaged during the rescue, and any support to help him recover will be appreciated. And you know, anyway, screens in this one say taxi driver no not the taxi no say about screens and also say na amwa ewo hono mo enti na it just obey him that is what we have on your screens. And yes, indeed, se si atimamufo no so ete adwuma na se ewo ho. Look on your screens currently eye motor a omo ede ekobo krono no ewo ho no eno ene we screens ne so a yetwa ede ama wo no motorway and a taxi driver no edi chase omo a okopem omo ze motor de oteso na say bibi car bi pem kakra bi a it will just take you off your balance na wa hwase e wo honom it is our motor your screens isu enu bi na omo ede call ya omo ede ekobo sa akro na taxi driver no etimi e cross omo e chase omo e ma yenya ba ko che no na ba ko ka ho de emprempren a me no kasa de wodwane a omugusu a omo ehwehwe no ewo ehonom enti no any update a edi every da koma se dem di kaka temamufo na te adwuma na se enti se ukoye na ohu koka adwamu a omo ebechew na before edu beko police station no se dem se kum na frim before edu beko police station na ye de ensa akeka kakra ewo because abranche no hwe na nim wo screens ne so a omo afa ne ho anche no kra ewo ho omo make sure so omo man different identity in as much as say mob action and I said instant justice ni ade amount for and I say emfa kwamu no akronfo dodo na omo ka adwamu a say ya na temamufo no de omo aye omo ho citizen police enti say omo ekoka adwamu wo ho a on your screens abranche ba kwa mepam ye de omudi ene omo ene omo ye ba betudwa taxi no so na wo screens ne so no wo hwa na nimu no side bumper no side hono eho nyina bubu nam se ode kobo eye moto no mu no nti eho no nyina bubu ewo ho abranche no so ene wo screen so a omo ede handcuff agu ne nsa ewo hono no enti yes this is the command ewo eho no ye to aso na yakọ yanimu a na wotwe yemu anase na wotwe twam no ye de update on eye Voxy Toyota cars a free Japan dodo na be piem e Ghana ha se ya enkwanhia dodo na enya se eno no sa aka ne de kwan bi e be fa so bia meka ne so opeso nya akwanhia wo ho na on your screens me be mamo what really transpired there but yen kind way was a man has been arrested moments after crashing a Toyota Voxy with registration number GX 1297-25 on the Suhum and Sawam Road. On the Sakwa na so na sane monetizes because only two quite long journey. Reports indicate that the suspect had allegedly stolen the vehicle and was attempting to flee when the crash occurred. Now as a way no Voxy way they was in baby and a branche born homodia koyo kowia ye wo Suhum and Sawam kwan so. And yes or the dwane and say amount for to go nechi a omo ekoya omo eko branch no koyo de car no eko crash ye okonya accident o nti wanga sa branch o ye pewa bodada wako wi ade asa ade no wako wi police ni esika de akwakoto sebe ntampe ye be ko ne akwakohwe this particular video crash site no na ya hwe when police omo ebe fa no because it took the intervention of the Ghana Police Service and yes sir and ka branch yenso benya deformity obenya different face to said momo robbery no a branch ni nya ne de because amafo ebu pia anaso mo bo pia a branch okowia Voxy no suspect as a CA police for answer kan no na nya paketwa enti nya police for no mo ma ho ye ha ekopie mu ho a na senka branch no so begine de ewo ho nti on your screens na ye hwe ewo ho no first of all yen ko ne crash site no yen san hwe time a police for ba ho be fa branch ni free accident bi esi wa ha no fa ya pitani wako bi obi ka o de jani o pitani wako bi obi ka ana o de jani ana nyame so yi ne to na o be ya accident o bus stop e wo Suhum Sawam Road hono mo so wa jwa no mo hwehwe no so ni se o ka number ni a wait ma ababu bus stop sisia police
police wa be ji no o ma che no nipa no wi aka no o ma che no o mo de ne ko police station e asame krani erade oh why se no person mu ku no
no epese omobo no commentary no na emu ehwam wo ho ma me no oma eye up to date and I say back to back reports e wo ho nom na said na ensem ni sitie no abrante ifitani me ye sure say bi kwa de abro se hwe na ye hu adwuma kakra man ye usesen ene say abrante wi aka ya odi dwane awakwa konya accident na kromofo no mpese nkom de omo nsake kan kakra e wo ho because se said de Ghana mrane tie no we say wonya sika mfantu aka emma na woni insurance e wo car ne ho a eye kahunu because ye wa ko convict akoye bia ye de ne be ko be bisa na be toto na no de ne be ko court asenu be bu abono ne ye de da kotum se wonya sika ne ma wa onya mfa ma to ne de ne be ko akotum enti am say ho no o mo realize sa ne ma ne nyina enti ne na ye say insurance ni car ne ho a ana insurance wo ho de ne bia ne true so bi kra na nye comprehensive e bia third party enu akwakoye enti eno so betimi akostel kakra ewo ho eti we any update na ye de ema mo na branch no nyame enedi ni ho afofie se police for ebe fa no na Toyota Vox cars ya start ya kan wasama kan se yam se eba be hot cake enti de onye kan fan tobi no na ye so ye den okono okowia because see eno ne car omo hu ne se intercity taxi men kan sisi em said you de ye no intercity taxi enti eno contemporary intentem na no de nipa be 7 o se 8 o de makọ no asaba na o sabe fafofo e wo honom enti abe hot cake wo Ghana ha enti se mi nya sika na me fa ntobi dia na branch yi fuya na osokọ na okowie bi e wo honom enti akwakoye asemfofo e wo suhum nsawam kwan ne so a branch sisi e de wakakodi a police for wakodi a police for kukuma omo be hwehwemu bi ehia bia ese na efata na omo edi abranti asem ye hwe ne bubo ne dia na yese obekọ a police for kukum enti eno ne update a yedi efri suhum de ebremo e wo honom ye toaso na yakọ na before that no sile na medika kan sam no se Ghana Police Service enim so omo bo adwuma na sa cars yin so abeye odi ewo number 2 e wo Ghana ha. The last time na ye kan ho asem no a lot of people were contending say omo mutwi cars no na omu entwi ne ye na omo ama sansem we eboboba say enche ne ate say we yakonya accident because the last time my mom update on these cars Friday no Saturday anopa kaswa another accident esia na ye Toyota Voxy enti bra amanfo ebo president the chisenka ombra sa cars idie president also hwehwem na how best yes e be ban no how best we can regulate some of these cars amano etimi aye because ebwa ma ye kwan so ahohare kakraba but say benya accident ni ade na weekend mu oyibi kwan so eba the bedroom adina man kan kra me kan be say 8 e kwan so just some few minutes me didi sa kwan so no me hu say me kan sa ka so mako 8 she say me dika kan no last week update ni say wonam kwan so na wan hu ka ne ba kokra na em say ya asem foforo enu nti agina so amaka na be hot cake enu atiko ba tiko no obi prepebi obi tobi ni ade saa na Vox yin so ba be ya amanfo dodo na press om so benya bi wa woniska ene sa branch e ko wie bi asese ya chi ni enti National Road Safety Authority monhwe highways Ghana highways so monhwe how best ye betimi regulate sa cars yi e wo ya kwan so because said ye no enche e be te said ye vits ba ya amanfo start ye omde ye uba ni bolt ni ade no anche bia na price no cost so enti enim say we ranging between 75,000 to 85,000 betimi dey free Ghana amanoni abepiem wo Ghana ha oba nso so also say steering no because obeba na right hand drive also say they call left hand drive ni nyina ka no okeka bomu a oni na maybe 80,000 kwata to 85,000 ebe kakra na ka yi ni na 150 180,000 emu ho and I'll be toss our cassie. It's your moon hand on regulate how best cassie, bet me and the benefits of it. Ghana ha emfa quenchia bia emfa embrayin ewo honum. Ya twaso ya Kotoka International Airport na asembe na esi wo ho Kotoka International Airport. Referee Daniel Ni Laye a oye enkran ni mapa a owo Ghana referee a okọ AFCON ekodi AFCON Jini din na emom Nigeria for na ebo na chi no papa yi abepiem o Ghana after a success in the AFCON 2025 and in the video and the twagu screens na so na papa ne bepiem no akoye ndi gisem welcome kese ene de man welcome bia I was saying de ma Black Stars no now we are giving it to a single referee okakobo no homode ewo ho na or the appreciation post by after so bepiem o Ghana referee Daniel Nilaye after say a gene Instagram no the X account there na edaso ye adwuma or ye appreciation post nti yenko na yenko he how ye referee Daniel Nilaye ye in the post nti on your screens or the aseda ma Ghana fo nyina ene mo amoboa no bompa ye ma no kodi referee ne ba ye atemdidi e call ba ye left right center ni nyina or the aseda ma mo nti on your screens referee Daniel Nilaye na ye di kente agu no kom kama ya ma ne flower amonso omo ye painting and I say pencil drawing diko shia no so wo ho omo bokete agofo ma menka kete omo bo drums so ekoshia no wo ho bo egoro kama ma referee edi twane na ase kakra wo honom enti first of all no and I say ye to aso no yenko head referee Daniel Nilaye ne arrival and any appreciation post ne emra sese.
What do you say you're officiating at the AFCON? Just recent, the AFCON was the biggest stage, I mean, in your career.
Yeah, of course. AFCON is the biggest stage in Africa and it's the second best or second ranked tournament in almost the world. After World Cup and Euros, we have the AFCON. This is what we have in Africa. So as a referee, if you are given that stage, it's a big win opportunity for you.
When you were appointed to officiate that particular match, how was the feeling like?
It was a normal feeling, but of course you have a bit of anxiety because of the level, and then the stage. That was my first time to do a semi-final in AFCON. I've been to 3 AFCON. This is the first time I'm doing semi-final. So when coaches appoint you to do that game, they know the qualities, what you can do. You have to do you. You have to do your abilities, and then by chance of luck, you succeed.
The final match has not yet been played yet, but would you say the match against Morocco, I mean Morocco against Nigeria, was the biggest or the toughest match in the tournament?
So normally in tournaments, semi-finals are the toughest games because now people want to go to final, you know, whatever work they put in to come to the tournament. This is the stage that they go into the final. So I would say it's a big stage of the final. So if you are there, it's a big win.
Nigerians are very, very upset. They feel you were against them in that particular match because they feel there's a banter between Ghana and Nigeria. Do you think that was the reason they lost?
No, for me, I just do my refereeing. I just do football. I don't listen to what goes in and out of social media, whatever is going on. We just do the laws of the game.
So what's the next point in your career?
Moving like this to inspire the next generation, because maybe we can do all, but the ones looking up to us, they come to go to the next level. So we keep doing it.
Wow. How would you overall rate your performance? I mean, in that particular match?
I cannot rate my performance, but all I know is football wins.
Great. You're welcome to Ghana. You did amazing. Thank you.
Yes, all I can say is football wins. And no, referee Daniel Nilaye and someone or the Etuja Ewo Ehonom no Kasafa. The fact that the biggest tournament and Okokodi, and especially say Okodi semi-final game Kasafa Nigeria for the no say semi-final bia is the toughest of the tournaments because hoye ewone nkwankwanta so ati ase honum de meduru na mse me bom homodin kakra bia metimi akwa kopiem e final wa ma homodin de so ko pretend and fourth bi e wo honti referee Daniel Nilaye ensem na odi etu dwa wo hono yenye nim se wakobo no homodin pa e wo eye AFCON num Nigeria media na nkasa e bo na baso no mom fans no and omuhu said there be referee no wanya de na emom ne niema oyeye ye wo hono yenyina we can testify to it say yes some human error normal say be a ball no go through na akobo obi in a flash na ball no go through say no wanje amawa enka say oh referee na de tia me na say and say ye ka say referee de tia obi a some decisions are changing the outcome of the game. Some major decisions are changing the outcome of the game. And most of the times they assess a referee. Now, Senegal for now, J a AFCON and this so the Teranga Lions of Senegal, Dakar Mountains who Omu coach Papi Thiaw, or a former player Senegal Wabi Papi Thiaw, calf adding some air bass or suspended. Now the bonnet. And saying yes omo ede ensem no e ba say allegedly no omo suspended no na eno na manfo dodo na ebu afu say den someone standing in some mema munsisi me no mo be some here dem mo suspend me and I said then a lot of people are talking about the fact say allegedly as a CAF for they are pushing to suspend Papi Thiaw allegedly e do confirm it but it is still alleged. Now, and whole screen was a breaking Confederation of African Football CAF has suspended Senegal coach Papi Thiaw. And it's almost say, ono na order players no more a free park and also a dressing room because ni bufu ye sade na maji penalty de tiame enti ogina so ka kire ni players ne say move free park and so na monko dressing room because we are being cheated on. Penalty omoji ye no enye ne kwan so no omoji no enti e no na amanfo hu ne say allegedly CAF ejina so a omo ede suspend Papi Thiaw e we ho no na ye nim say release and as update CAF ede buy no na kire say omo men can say they are looking into all the footages, putting everything together to see say why and omo de ensem no be bono ene ade enti enko na Sadio Mane so Edinson Mawabetudra was this particular game course so any wholesome any a wholesome chairman chair course Sadio Mane is also the name about Tudra and Tiabakoshe Sadio Mane in someone or the Etudra about Enra game final CAF AFCON final course no Yankonio has a video no Sadio Mane in some of the Tudra name Rassi.
I would love to play against, but unfortunately this is my last dance. I'm really sorry, but I will be the 12th man to support them. Yeah, I think, like I said now, African football deserves more than this to end the game like this. And the football, African football is developing incredibly. And the world watching the football, I think it would be crazy and sad to see this kind of image. That's why in my side, I call myself to play lose as a man, win as a man. And it's what we did, so at the end of the day we get lucky and we win.